Hold there, knave. The Yorkie of the Shire stands before thee, asking art thou friend or foe? If thou art friend, then join me now, as we return to Galarian for more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. And if thou art foe, then vanish thee back to the world wound, and I shall deal with thee later. Well, we've rested, leveled up the party, and it's time to head out again. Before we do, since we're starting afresh, let's wind into this with a quick chat with Wendwag. Find out about her background. Wendwag's tense stance reveals her constant vigilance. Her eyes are focused and resolute. Noticing you, she lets you speak first, bowing respectfully. Master, I'm at your service. Want to know more about you. The underground warrior looks flattered, raising her chin proudly. You can ask me anything, Master. What do you think of life on the surface? And scoffs arrogantly. Life among the uplanders, you mean? Your customs are strange. The huntress casts a glance at you and corrects herself quickly. I mean theirs, not yours, Master. You are strong and clever. But I look at the other uplanders and wonder. Have you seen how proud they are of their weakness? Look, my hands are so soft, I've never done anything with them in my entire life. Because noble blood runs through my veins. Does it matter whose one's parents are? I'm the daughter of a former chief of a tribe, so what? Is this what they respect and fear me for? Saul became the chief because he was old, experienced, and smart. After him, I might become the chief, because I'm strong and even smarter. These weaklings wouldn't have lasted a day in our caves. Wendwag's eyes narrow wearily. Everything is strange here, but it's all right, Master. We'll put things right, won't we? Tell me of your life in the caves. Life was better than an uplander might think. You're surrounded by rock on all sides. It's sturdy, dependable. When you hide in a crack, you know for sure you're safe. Not like here. All this empty space around you. You always have to be on guard in case an arrow flies in any direction and hits you. Life on the ground is calmer somehow. Sure, there's less food in the cave than here, but the amount of food the uplanders have is too much. Don't you see, Master? How many fat uplanders there are? I resemble that remark. Why do they eat so much? Like cattle fattened up to make for tastier meat. We only had one fat person in the tribe, and that was Sol, and he was only fat because he was old. But up here, everything just seems fairer in the caves. When there isn't enough food for the weak, they die. The lazy die. The sick, in the head and body, die. Only the strong and the skilled survive. The blood becomes thicker, tougher. What happened between you and Lan? Wendwag shrugs disdainfully. He is a good hunter, but not too clever. A bit of an idiot, really. He was the strongest in the tribe. After me, that's why I kept him close. His heart is soft, unlike his body. The hunter smiled shamelessly. Then I met you and I didn't need Lan anymore. I merely want to hunt with you. I can tell you're proud of your strength. Throws his shoulders back proudly, of course. Let everyone see who is standing before them. The weak must obey the strong if they don't want to be reminded of their place. Even when I was a snot-nosed little cave rat, I could bring needers twice my age to heal. Because I fear nothing and no one. Pain least of all. I was showered with praise and compliments. The best hunters of the other tribes wanted me. What did that matter to me? The moment you start listening to flattery is the moment you get soft and you die. I always pushed myself further, challenging myself, taking myself to the very edge. Many times I almost died, but always came back stronger. I earned all my strength on my own, and if anyone didn't respect that, I just grabbed my knife. That's why I became the best hunter in the tribe. On the surface, your people are called Mongols, but I take it you don't like that term? Hunter shrugged her shoulder. Let the uplanders call us what they want, it doesn't matter. I know what they're trying to do. By giving us that stupid nickname, they're asserting their status and superiority over us. But it's normal to try and dominate a stranger you just met. That's expected. When my kin conquer the lands on the surface, People will call us by whatever name we choose. Why do you serve me? Kenabres gives you a bland smile. Because you are winning. I want to be with a winner. I don't like sharing food and fire with weaklings. I prefer people like you. And also because being close to you is a good way to live. I love life. I'm young and strong. It makes sense to eat, drink, screw, and kill enemies while you are young. Not when you're 30,000 gongs old and shriveled up like Sol. As long as I'm your servant, I can have fun as I like. I'm not around anyone I want. Will dare defy me? No one. Her eyes drift half closed in smug satisfaction. Guarantee you fun and entertainment. When do I shoot you a federal grin? Good we understand each other, master. As we neither say, we hunt in the same cave. Everything is clear to me now. Let's talk about you serving Hazilla. Uncertainly sparks Wenduak's eyes as she curls her spider legs on her back closer to her body. Yes, master. I only serve you. Has someone said something about me? What did you do for the demons? I brought my kin to their lair so they could join the demon army and accept the power given to them. I made my tribe stronger. Later, once we no longer needed the demons, my powerful kin would have fought for me. The 100 shoots you a grim and bloodthirsty grin. Why did you decide to switch allegiance? I was only serving the demons because they promised me power, and only for as long as they had something to offer me. I chuckled, revealing her sharp teeth. But Hazella can't offer me anything now she's dead. I was never going to risk my life for her. A true leader, one worth following, the Huntress says in a fawning tone. How can I trust you? Wenduak's voice gains a fervent edge. Why would I betray you, master? You are the strongest. It'd be stupid to defect to your enemies and die along with them. Not that dumb. No questions. You promised me an army of mongrels. Wenduak casts narrows the cat-like eyes. And I will give you one, master. But first we have to rebuff the attack on the city. Sol has spent his entire life preparing for the Underground Crusaders' return to the surface, and he's not going to take any risks. He will order the tribes to hide in the caves, like rats, and he will decide whether they are strong enough to fight side by side with us. Maybe he will decide that it's better to sit this one out, wait for another chance to come along. We have to fend off the demons, win a glorious victory, and show Sol that ours is not a lost cause. Then he will give us his warriors, and then it's my job to turn them into real soldiers. That's it for now. We'll catch up with Seela and her story some other time. Now let us leave. I think before returning to Market Square, I want to travel here and check out the Silken Thread place. See what they're actually up to. Fight enemies. It needs to go down.
Cover me, all right? Blood! This way.
The duelists are done.
Now what is that?
That is me.
Shall we move?
It's time for me to get
We
busy.
shall move. I did it!
Of course I did. Actually, my voice has been
Save
strange.
the last one for me.
Stab you or zap
Well,
you.
let's carry
Why
on,
not
lords
both?
and ladies, because I think I've been possessed by Sir Yorkie there for a minute. Here we are. Hey, come on. Sorry about that weird personality change. I don't know what happened there. I was all possessed by Sir Yorkie of the Shire. You'll see him if you want to look at the Lost Eidolons gameplay. I'm Private Yorkie. Back somewhere from the front. It's crazy out there.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, did you see that?
Right, in we go.
I'll cut you wide open!
Horse is down. They're all down. Now that's a gem I wanted, not that. I mean, I might have that too. What's that one? Saving throws against fire effects, I'll take it. Lesser kinetic diadem. This diadem increases damage dealt by kinetic simple energy blast by 1d6 points, and by kinetic simple physical blast by 1d6 plus 1. Composite energy blast instead deal an additional 2d6 damage, while composite physical blast deal additional 2d6 plus 2. Yeah. Got an extra d6 of damage coming in for them.
We will win this war.
Open your heart to me.
Matricium Turinos.
Yeah, that's good enough. Now we can go back to the market square and sort that area out. Right, in we go.
Wherever
Do not
my legs
fear.
carry me.
Do not waver.
The world in crimson!
There we go, see?
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards! Let's distract them from me.
Not like this!
Yeah. Right, you can have some more healing. $4,778
Trail me.
to the next level.
What's in wait for me there?
We'll make this quick. She won't feel a thing.
I don't know. Can we really do this?
Bloody hell, you lot
Listen,
up top.
we don't have a choice. There are demons everywhere. What else would you have us do?
A group of knights surrounds a young elven girl. She is dressed in rags and barely cover the hideous scars on her body. The beggar girl is on her knees, watching placidly as people argue heatedly around her. It's as if she doesn't sense the looming threat at all. Black crow flies in agitated circles above her head.
In Iomede's name, we're sorry, girl, but it is our duty. We have to do this, not for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone who can still be saved from the demons. If we don't win this battle, you won't have long to live anyway.
The knight brings his sword up above the girl's head.
They're insane!
Yeah, it looks
We've
that
got
way.
to do something!
I understand. You're scared. You feel powerless. You think this will help. You don't have to justify yourselves to me. Just do what you've decided to do.
Don't be bloody silly. They're gonna kill you. What's going on here?
We...
The knight's hands are shaking.
Our weapons barely scratch the demons' hides. We're sacrificing this girl to Iomede so we can consecrate our weapons with her innocent blood and gain the power to destroy the spawn of the abyss.
I don't think Iomede's into
It's
that.
extreme, but we have no other choice. We have to defend this city somehow, or else we'll all perish, including her.
Who the hell told you to do this? This sounds like cultist work to me.
Good point. Whose idea was this? I think it was yours.
My idea? I was against the whole thing right from the start. Who said we needed to make a sacrifice? Wasn't it you? You can't blame anyone else for that.
Please don't fight. All of you are good people, defenders of the city. You just made a mistake. Please don't hurt them.
Hey, I know her. I see her all the time on the street. She's a couple of cards short of a full deck, if you know what I mean.
Hi. Remember when we used to play together when we were little? But then you went and got all big. And I stayed the same for some reason.
Huh? I played with you? Pull the other one.
Pretty sure she's probably right, Woljeff.
You did. We played tag and hide and seek. Then you and the bigger boys came up with the game where you all threw stones at me.
Woljeff?
You laughed so hard. It made me happy too. But then you grew up and went away to do grown-up things. Want to play with me now?
For the love of... Kenabres is too damn small.
You lot, go to the defender's heart. That's where the survivors are gathering. Don't even think of doing anything so disgusting ever again.
Thank you.
Knights, hurry away before you can change your mind.
They're gone. And they all lived. I was sure that someone would die today. So many people have died here already. But we are still alive for some reason. Strange, isn't it?
Well, you're still alive because I won't let them do anything stupid.
But you shouldn't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a silly girl, really.
Well, you do have a little bit of strange stuff about you, but don't we all?
I don't trust her. She isn't what she seems, what she would have us believe she is. That is no simple-minded child before us.
Maybe you're right. I'll listen to you there, Wendwag. I don't think you're an ordinary girl, and that crow you have, it's not ordinary either, is it?
No, don't be silly. I'm very ordinary. Well,
I don't think you are.
I know different types of tricks, but Soot taught me those. Now Soot here, she truly is unusual. She's clever and she can talk, but only to me. She teaches me magic tricks and lots of other stuff. I don't know what I'd do without her.
You witchy poo, are you?
Call me Ember. I live here, on the streets, for many years now. But there's nothing to say about me.
Magic tricks, you say? You could prove useful when fighting the demons. I'll be able to protect her from insane soldiers on the street. Come with me.
I must have misheard. This girl? Join our party?
Yeah.
What could we possibly want with this dirty little beggar?
Sure. Let's go.
I'll give you a smile, joyous and untroubled like a child's. Well, you two are sea magic users, aren't you? I'm already handling the sea stuff now, so don't need either of you really. But we'll drop one now and one later. If you're going to get so cheeky towards it, we'll get rid of you now, Amelia. You're a stigmatized witch. I have to put her on something else in a bit, we'll see. That's a grand ace. You got the slumber heads, you got that. Let's have the evil eye. Give you some molten orb. And let's pop into this house, shall we?
I'll carve my name onto your flesh. Burn, slice, and behead.
One down. Ow.
Is that a trap? It might be a trap.
I don't think swarms can feel fear, so...
Beg me to stop. Time to share your treasures.
That's two of them down.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
May I see your entrails, please?
Surrender or else.
No match for me.
Cover me, all right?
Attack!
No! this trap?
I did it.
Yeah, I did.
I did it.
Yeah, I did. And what's that armor? Hide armor +1. Medium armor. So you can wear it, of course. Max dex for that's 2 limiter though. I can't wear that, but I could wear that. I'm already wearing that, aren't I? What's this one? Oh, actually, that's going to be a lot better than this. And in fact, that's look. So I can probably have this there. So I only added 2, but never mind. Only you lot can wear armor. Oh, you got filthy fever.
Together we stand.
Any more? Right, let's get this open. Hey, we've got a menu item. There it is. Seasoned wings and thighs. Oh, like some chicken.
I failed.
Yeah, I'd say that was a failure.
You're a good person. I like you.
I'd say that was a big failure.
Esmu, Axe, yes. Esmu, Axe, yes. Esmu, Axe, yes. Esmu, Axe, yes. Esmu, Axe, yes.
This way.
Right, what else have we got here? Nothing that way. So the chest there, I'll get that.
Oh, did you see that?
Well, also, let's see if we've got anything that they need to learn. Yep, you've got to get that one. Jeff, you got to get that one. And that one. Right, now. Let's drop some heavy stuff.
Tear your throat out.
commence.
Ow, ow.
Aim carefully.
Didn't do you no good now, did it?
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Into the fray!
Die! Die!
Let's get them all around here then.
We are the light. They are the dark.
My death can't stop me.
It's good. Now let's get to the prize. Prizes. There's not a lot of prizes, but at least it's something, eh? This one over here. That's what we dropped. Oh, we've heard about you. The elf who's up next to you is clutching a small but deep. Her appearance is quite remarkable. Her skin is black as an Inigurundi's, her teeth are fanged, and her hair is as grey as a crow's. Crimson eyes glare at you as a gleam of malice. What are you looking at, soldier? Like what you see? Why are you? Giving you a scrutinising look, she says harshly. There's no point in you knowing, soldier, trust me. The answer would only bring you misfortune, and it still wouldn't be of any use to you. I'm a wanderer. You won't ever meet again. I can heal you. With a resolute shake of her head, she backs, done. I can handle it myself. I don't like it when strangers cast spells on me. Honey, don't you wish? Let's have a look. This elf may have fallen victim to some wicked magic, a curse maybe. Or did her long service to the forces of darkness twist her appearance in some gruesome way? It wounded you. She responds with a razor-sharp smile. Haven't you noticed? The city is burning, there's a battle going on. I was wounded by a cultist. Ember is looking at her thoughtfully. Her wounds are so strange, not at all like mine. It burned me from the outside, but you were burned from within, I think. It hurt, didn't it? Unperturbed by a cold silence, Ember continues. You see, yes, I can see you are hurt. I'm sorry that happened to you. What's with your appearance? The demon's handiwork. Some shrieking spawn flew across the sky, raining corruption down upon us all. I was caught in the attack. It's fine, it'll go away. No, you are. You're Kalesa, a cultist of Discari. That's a lie. Her crimson eyes flash and she says firmly, I loathe demons and I'll kill any who come close, who come across. Let's have a close look at her. This is weird. Alright. She's clearly holding something back, but she doesn't appear to be lying either. Whatever it is she's hiding, the claim that she hates demons sounds quite convincing. You're not lying, but you're not telling me the whole truth. What, was I supposed to pull my hair out? He looks at you defiantly. You have your war, soldier, I have mine. You're fighting chaos and madness, and I'm fighting lies and hypocrisy. Both willing to die for our cause, aren't we? Slander you. Galesa's grim expression hardens further as bleak and flinching as the words on the two. Did I asking questions that are dangerous in and of themselves. I urge you to stop. All you know about me, the higher the chances that the traitor's dagger will find its way into your back. Deviant warns the defender's heart that you should steer clear of there. It was never my intention to set foot in there. Farewell, soldier. Thank you for believing me. Right, so she's off.
No secrets can escape
Well,
my
something
pride.
in the wall there. Absolutely left there, isn't it?
You'll make a fine trophy.
Didn't need it in the end, Wendy.
Wherever my
I'll tear your throat out.
These won't respond to fear, so worry about that. Even the huge pile of junk isn't enough to block out the explanations coming from beneath it. Reveal, oh dearest darling beauty mine, why did I turn thy gaze upon me, pray tell? Thy husband I called friend at time, but love is an ocean, friendship, well. You got the romantic down there. But Willis, how are we to live, my sweet? Booms a deep masculine voice. In response to the from beneath the same pile, indistinct rustling follows. Pass me the ale, will you? Hey, who's there? The pile of junk seems to shake. A stage whisper drifts up from below. Granny, let's not answer. He thinks those demons calling, those be demons calling down, trying to trick us. In that case, there is nothing for us to do but accept our fate. Third demon or not, we are actors from the finest theatre in Kenabres. Oh, cool. The next door theatre. We were trapped in this cellar during our rehearsal. Wait, what? We're trapped in here? I thought we barricaded ourselves in here away from the demons, deliberately. We didn't nap through the start of every rehearsal, Master Kem. You'd be better informed. The ensuing exchange degenerates into a stream of unintelligible bickering. It sounds like theatre folk. Moved up junk pile. Got some gems and stuff. The pile shifts easily, revealing an entrance to some kind of cellar. There is an interesting looking chest among the items. Look, the door is open and now we are completely at the mercy of whatever's up there. It really is a demon. We have nothing to fear. We have the power of inspiration, but after all. But hand over me my ladle and rolling pin. A small company then. Now look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, kind friend and rescuer. I am Grandma Gretlen, theatre director, and these are the members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle. That's one of the props for the Malevolent Beast performance. The one Tina made. It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use the broom handle, but I put paid to that daft idea. Said the dwarf with dignity. Oh, I've seen your show. You're very funny. Especially a play where the woman slowly climbs the chair while singing and then falls off again. Emma claps her hands in delight. I think that's called messing it up, Ember. Well, It is actually a great tragedy about unrequited love. The chair, you see, it represents a tower of rock rising above the raging sea, like the finger of a giant. And the woman, she isn't supposed to fall, rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below. Just like I showed her 100 times. I'm glad you liked it. What were you doing down there? We were rehearsing. Our art distracts us from our fear and panic. That's why I run YouTube. Part 3. The dwarf waves her ladle emphatically, doing a fair impression of a conductor. Really? I'm scared I eat. We tried that too, but our supplies ran out. Art is eternal. Can you get... Well, it is now we've got the internet. Even if you delete that bugger, someone can find it. Can you get somewhere safe? Oh, don't worry on our account. We'll be going to our basement in the next street. That's where our lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons with lambkin around. Lambkin, says the dwarf readily. Our male lead. He'll protect us, don't worry. We know what we're doing. I gotta go. Thank you again for rescuing a stranger. Today you did a great service for Mendevian culture. And perhaps the culture of all Galarian. Yeah. Breed of amateur theatre group, that's good. You will certainly be remembered in future eras as the one who saved the critically and publicly acclaimed next door theatre. I don't know if acclaimed is the word you're using, right, but I know what you're saying. Oh, yeah.
Bathe in your blood.
Nothing there. So sweet it is to kill. What might have been a bit much for you guys. Definitely a bit much.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
They had acid skin. This person fell prey to a Namasu. Damien sucked to a very life essence from infecting with transfers and mental illness. Yeah, we saw that.
Trail me. I did it.
Okay. This. A short hooded figure is poking some bodies lying in the middle of the street. Let me just check I haven't knocked any sound off. Something weird there. Nope, looks good. Alright. The stranger drags the first body off the road, respectfully props it up against the wall, and places the corpse's hands on its chest. The figure then freezes as if hesitating. Seem reached out his hand toward the beautiful gold amulet hanging around the corpse's neck. He jerks his hand back, hesitates, and reaches out again. Hey, what you want? What's going on here? The stranger almost jumps out of his skin. Okay, sorry about that. The stranger almost jumped out of his skin and the hood falls from his head. Under a mop of red curls, a round halfling face looks up at you. Oh, phew. I thought you were demons. Good day to you, sir. Sealer's eyebrows lift in apparent surprise. Girl, is that you? The halfling looks at Sealer and smiles broadly. Oh, Lady Sealer, you're alive! Goodness me, that's the second bit of good news in an otherwise lousy day. What was the first bit of good news? Stick around and see for yourself. You know this person, Sealer. Pete Rimvey, better known as Curl. He hails from Kenabres and he fights in the Condemned. Oh, along with Staunton. He's one of a kind, a rogue with a heart of gold. Sealer smiled, then adds, a little more seriously. Curl, it's probably none of my business, but you should ask yourself if you're about to do the right thing. The halfling's cheeks flush and he hides his hands behind his back. I didn't, I just thought, oh, it doesn't matter. Can you tell me anything useful about what's happening in the city? Afraid not, good sir, I just left the Defender's Heart. All that was holed up in there. He was scared to leave. Although spending all that time under Commander Iribest knows sure was something. She's a strict one. When she gets antsy. Don't even start, I've had enough of her breathing down my neck to last a lifetime. So what are you doing here, robbing corpses? The halfling protests. No! Every girl may be a rock. It doesn't loot corpses. I just need to get these poor lads' bodies off the road. My friends and I have a terribly important mission, and we need to get through. But you loot corpses, we do. The dead, they don't need it. He's interrupted by the sound of wheels rolling on a paving stone. A cart drawn by a sad little horse appears from around the corner. A pretty half-elf is driving it, and a young man in knight's armour is walking alongside. Even from a distance you can see his tan face and his blue eyes shining brightly. The halfling straightens up. See? A terribly important and very heroic mission. My friends and I are saving a beer cart from the demons. As he's speaking, the newcomers notice you, and the knight cries out in jubilation, Sealer! I never thought I'd see you again. I thought you were headed to the main square, the centre of the demons' attack. The half-elf smiles warmly at Sealer. Hey, friend! Glad to see you're alright. When we got separated by the crowd at the celebration, I knew right away that something was wrong. And when the demons appeared all of a sudden, I realised that was the reason why I'd been so anxious. But I couldn't find you among the dead in the square. I kept my hopes up and I was proved right. Sealer's face lights up with joy. So you're the other bit of good news Curl was talking about. You and Jenna are alive. Actually, by good news, I meant we found the beer cart. For Ellen and Jenna, being alive amounts to a quarter of a bit of good news. Maybe a half. Beer cart, how about sharing with us? I'm sure we could all drink. I felt winked rakishly. Certainly. Give me a flask, friend. And if you walk with us to the Defender's Heart, we can have a more thorough sampling of the spoils there. Despite the cheerful tone, she looks at you with anxious hope. Janna, there's no need. The house at the heart is very close, and the three of us will be enough to fight off an attack if there is one. Besides, our young friend surely has better things to do. More important things than carrying barrels of beer, I'll wager. By the way, my name is Ellen, Sir Ellen of the Hound Heart. I am glad to meet someone who survived this madness. You told me how you know Sealer. I'll save that story till we're all back at the Defender's Heart. You're going back there, aren't you? Well, you'll have a reason to toast our spoils. Okay, well then I have to go. I'm not going to grass it, but we rob corpses all the time. Like I said, they don't need it anymore. So long. We're sure to meet either in the city or at the Defender's Heart. Sure you will. Come to the tavern. We'll celebrate the valiant rescue of this barrel together. Nice. I had a pop-up on screen I couldn't get rid of. Sorry about that. Behaving really weirdly.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
tear your throat out.
This war must end.
A bright future awaits us.
You saved that. Let's press on.
Anything for you.
These corpses were gnawed to the bone by ghoul. These were the likely cause of death. Get over there.
They will break against our resolve.
What's happened here? But is this and that?
Ba and Ritzy.
Distract them for me.
Ember?
No glory without risk.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt some.
Burn! Slice! Behead! Yes, behead.
Go on.
This will leave a bruise.
No! You can't all be magical.
Don't worry about me.
That's not right.
I'll rip you apart! They'll beg me to stop.
Yes.
Time to share your treasures.
May I see your entrails, please?
It's another down.
No match for me. Forwards.
Too late for apologies.
Let the attack commence.
A solid plan.
Cover me, all right? Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
I'll hit you!
Die, die, die!
The
Attack.
spell resistance is going to be a bit of a pain.
Distract them for me.
You won't stop us.
Burn! Slice!
Go.
I'll rip you apart!
Aim carefully.
Time to share your treasures.
Got him. Got him, but we are going to need to rest. Pretty soon anyway. Should we rest now? That's the news of should. Maybe we should. Detective ritual. Camouflage, yes. Alchemy. Been there for now, it doesn't matter. Seven, DC 19. He's on what? Or religion. So you can stay on that one for now. Oops.
Pearls of wisdom from Brother Woljif. If you're flogging a fake treasure map, take care that all the islands are where they ought to be. Or if you add some of your own devising, at least give them normal sounding names. Lands of Woljif the Great isn't a good name, it turns out.
Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious, Woltif. Sometimes a long awaited rest does not bring the desired relief. What comes is a heavy clinging sleep on the edge of wakefulness, where consciousness seems poised between reality and oblivion. The possible reasons for such disturbed slumber are myriad. Strained nerves, perhaps, or a lingering reaction to trauma. Yoki emerges from the oblivion of his leaden sleep, like a drowned man, dragging himself up from the depths of the swamp. The wound on his chest is burning like someone pressed an invisible brand to it. The wound is closed again, but the blood stain on his shirt betrays his presence beneath. There's no time to investigate the cause behind this malaise. A trying day lies ahead, but will Yorkie be up to the challenge if his thoughts are so muddled and his entire body aches like after a day's toil? I'll doubt myself in some cold wars and just get on with it. As if a veteran adventurer could be frightened by a bad dream. A splash of cold water enlivens his senses, and the weariness abates. Retreating to the depths of the subconscious, leaving the path open to return the next time. Yorkie seeks refuge in sleep. Yorkie recalls that he slept peacefully in the defender's heart. Perhaps a priest can explain what happened.
This way. I did it!
Hey, we got a kitty cat. No, we should have a kitty cat. She's got a raven as well, mind you. We should have a kitty cat.
We'll make things right.
Something wrong?
Let us bide our time.
I'll prove I am the
Rely
best.
on me.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
What's that ring? You can have that too. by demons, their mortal wounds are inflicted by ordinary weapons. Where we were, aren't we?
Wherever my legs carry me.
Right there! Something! See?
Oh, did you see that? Forwards! No,
Let's have a
backwards.
quick save.
Backwards!
And down to the basement. These fights were being caught off guard. They died before they could even draw their weapons. Yeah, because something's right here, isn't it?
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
Ask nicely.
We should prepare.
Yes.
That one. Is it? It's lift it up.
Be careful, everyone.
Am I doing it wrong?
Let me do it like that. DA. Well, Jeff.
Go. May I see your entrails, please?
I'm all right. Just sit
Oh,
here.
you're not. You're down.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, we're kind of worried about you.
Yes.
Oh, it's winged. It can't fall over.
Go. Let the attack commence.
They'll beg me to stop.
Not reduced. That's not good. Ow, ow. Silly.
Yes.
What else can we climb on? Why is it showing? Actually, you got sword. Need from you, Walter, is try some more of this stuff.
Go.
no match for me.
This will leave a bruise. I'll just sit here.
What the hell?
Don't worry about me. Go.
Yeah, immune to that. New lie. David throws. Come on, it gives us one round.
T. Gone.
And it's still not enough.
Burn! Slice! Behead! Yes, behead.
I need to roll an 11. I've got 50-50 chance if I hit.
I'll rip you apart!
That's 10. What can I do? That's not going to get through, is it? Try one of them. I need down to 43. Attack rolls. Okay, so they've permanently gone on several rounds on the board now.
Go.
So 2, that's 41.
May I see your entrails, please?
Now, take that off you, not using them. Bit on
No, thank you.
not me. Ow.
Forwards.
Surrender or else.
Oh, we did it with a bolt. All right, well, that's unfortunate. We'd like to use it on someone else that I know of. Okay.
I did it.
Right, Ember, you can have that wicked longbow. It's a stuff. Oh, there they are. Right, well, I'm going to have to hit a lot. That's, we got badly hurt. We got kind of mauled, in fact. off we go. $3,500.
Trail me.
Take heed, the horse. Okay. What zone is their target? You must not be allowed to capture it. The consequences will be disastrous. Come back to this one.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
What's in wait for me?
My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall in? Such foresight is laudable. But do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance fighting demons or clearing rubble while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? The face of this golden-curled Asimir is beautiful even by the standards of his kind, in whose veins run the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic! The signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in this stern old man. His armour is dented and covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city, especially now when followers of your temple were caught committing treason? To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers. Those miscreants, those beasts are digging under the very city walls. Everyone knows, my dear prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose act of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again I am forced to repeat myself. We are wasting time on pointless quarrels. People are dying under the rubble of our city. People whom we could have saved if you'd only set your soldiers to the task and not kept them here surrounded by a useless and utterly harmless hole in. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then that must mean there's someone down there. Our associates, no doubt. And they're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try again to... The old man notices your approach. And you, I remember you. You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked and Terendlev died. What are you doing here? Answer me at once or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think the demons would have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. What is this hideous creature? Old Vampire the Wendwag. Suspicion. The hunter shoots from an icy glare. We call ourselves the Neithers. Our forebears bore the brunt of the demon's first strike. In thanks for their sacrifice, you sent them into the catacomb. Now the demons are mauling you in the streets, and you need allies, even hideous ones like us. Wendwag pointedly spits on the floor. Mongrels? Descendants of the Crusaders? A feral specimen, no doubt. You obviously know human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. Alright, well, let's be off with you. The prelate looks at you. If he causes any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. You to be asking me such questions. I find it passing strange that you don't already know who I am. I know who you are. You're a bloody idiot. Ogren Shapuk, prelate of Kenabres, Inquisitor by the grace of Iomade, Defender of the city by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, gains threats from within and without. And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. Golden Curd Asimir flashes of empty smile. I am Ramian of Adme, Prior of the Temple of Desna, which alas currently lies in ruins. Wise Holrun here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground, from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I have been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with. For instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. You know what? There may in fact be one matter more important than guarding this hole. I put it off, and look where that's led us. I should have had you hung from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Psychorians had hanged a real Warlish while they still had the chance, this would never have even been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum. Well, let's see, reason. These are frightening times. But threatening to hang someone without a trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Iomade. The old man fixes his eyes on Seela. Lest you forget, girl. We may save the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Iomade, and I won't question yours. What precisely are you accusing him of? Treason. Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the wallstone and perform an unknown ritual over it. Huldron is trembling with fury. The wardstone of Kenabres, the gift from Iomade, the bringer of light, brought by the hand of a herald, the first in the chain. Followers of a crazy runt of a goddess tried to meddle with it, using their magic after hearing a voice in their dreams. My soldiers almost had them caught when Ramian got in the way, allowing the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated within an inch of his life. What the hell do you mean interrogated? That's tortured, you bugger. And now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, my people foresaw an attack on the city. They knew the ward zone already carried the seed of corruption within itself. They were simply trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before. Now, where was it? Ah, yes, from Stolten Vane, the tracer who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal. That is why I never believed you or your mob's lies even for a second. Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the cave below Kenabres. I am no enemy of yours. The old man frowns and whispers something, a prayer or a spell. With each word his face relaxes. You are telling the truth. Light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger. And later, under less fractious circumstances, I would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. That can wait. Now I must deal with this filth once and for all. Don't lay a finger on him. Answer to me. Yasimar holds up his hand in a placating gesture. Stop! Well, the defenders of what remained of Kenabres. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats in the ruins of a city? Ramian looks at the prelate. You're a fool, Holrun. You're a zealot and a murderer. Most of all, you're a fool. I told you that the wallstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is, my young adepts were trying to save the wallstone, and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons. But you have done nothing to prevent it. And now you would still rather kill an innocent person, perish yourself, and admit you were wrong, as always. With the wave of these wands, the Asma vanishes. He fled, the heretic. He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit. That won't work on me. Turns his attention to you. What about you? If you truly have been marked out for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city. Go and bring back this filthy traitor. I am almost certain that he and his cronies are helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempt to bewitch the ward zone is clear proof. Ramian must be captured. I see you suffer greatly in battle. Nonsense. I had to deal with a proved Kenabres. It was nothing. I've taken on worse enemies with the goddess's help. The Inquisitor seems hale and hearty, but you're not sure if his wounds are truly are minor, or if it's all just bravado. Kenabres? This prelate is mighty sure enough, but a strong predator is tired and spent after defeating a rival, and he becomes tempting prey for smaller hunters. So you're muttering some kind of threat? No, prelate, nothing. I was just concerned for your well-being after the recent attack by the demons. You're obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look. Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't ask such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. We're at war with demons and cultists. They are masters of deception, and they worm their way into your favour and masquerade in all manner of false guises. You think Dresden was taken by force? No, by trickery. Were it not for me, Kenabres would have gone the same way long ago, captured out from under our noses. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young then, and I had just joined a crusade. Back then, Kenabres didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came up to the city gates, bold as brass. The guards let them in, and why not? But no one was ever turned away. It was no matter. Everyone was welcome in our city. If you came from Mendev or if you hauled yourself here from across the seas, the crusade accepted all and sundry. On this occasion, we paid dearly for our laxity. Just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed towards the wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. Demons used their mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared go near it. The light of the goddess burned them all. So they threw the blood from afar, spattering the wardstone from every direction. And the lead demon, a nameless beast, Minago is her name, jeered and gloated, saying we mortals had been sitting ducks. And the creature was right too. We let our guard down and we got what we deserved. That bloodbath came to be known as Red Morning Massacre, and it was burned into the townsfolk's memory. Since then, Kenabres has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, all the rabble who coveted Terilo's glory, we drove them all out of the city. We haven't had any trouble here since. Many have come here, even the Bail Okaramzade, and they have all been sent straight back to where they came from, or else they were killed for their trouble. You see, Iscari himself had to crawl out of the abyss and come here. The goddess cursed him in order to break through our defences. And what did he do? He left again. We're still fighting. Now that is what vigilance and discipline can do. Damien really warned you about the attack. Those crazed Desnans were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in dreams. I won't lie, sometimes they did come to pass. We really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics, on the cold hard facts of intelligence reports. Yeah, did your intelligence reports put you right with the demons? I don't think so. Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them, and have whispered a treasonous plan in their dreams, and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. This time Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared the demons were about to attack the city, and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. He would never forgive me for even repeating the words. It was right. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up, along with his followers, and interrogated. But instead I simply increased the surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught red-handedly trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic. How do you know they were attacking and not healing like he said? And not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection between these events. Yeah, there is. They knew it was going to happen and tried to help. Connection. With a deliberately or under demonic influence, the Destiners played right into the hand of Discarded's hordes. And they almost left the city completely defenseless. Damien covered for his people the whole time and helped them escape my guard. After that, what else can he be but a traitor and heretic? There's nothing dangerous in this hole. You've no reason to guard it. You told me yourself that you received a light-bringing gift from an angel who perished in the caves. Yet long ago, dude! Oh, go. We cleared them out. It is no secret these passages are seemingly dangerous creatures. Not anymore. We killed them all. They could kill anyone, even a warrior of heaven. Demons and demonic offspring love roaming about underground. That's why I will be keeping an eye on this hole. If the beast decides to attack from here, we'll be ready for them. And what if they're attacking elsewhere or you got people dying? What's the point? Where can I find Ramian? How should I know? The weasel can't have gone far. He turned invisible. He's probably hunkered down in some hole, like the traitorous little rat he is. He'll be sitting, trembling, waiting till he's dragged out here. With a prelate after you? That seemed like the unsensible thing to do. It's what I'd do. I gotta go. Go on then if you have to. It would be good if you could return with the head of that scum. Ember peers intently and told him, I remember you. When Father and I arrived at the city, you met us. What is this gibberish? As if you have nothing better to do than arrange meetings with vagrants. But it's true, you and the other knights tied us to stakes and started lighting the bonfire. Then one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me from the flames. But then he died too, don't you remember? If you burned then it was with good reason. Yeah, you're insane. You say some traitor helped you escape from the fire? That is a crime in itself, which means that you've been invading justice all these years. If it weren't for the invasion, I would review your case and see that your sentence is finally full. You're lucky that we have more important matters to deal with right now. It didn't look the way it does now, all wrinkled and grey. He was young with a big moustache. Emma smiles broadly and draws a large putty moustache in the air with her fingers. You probably forgot all about me. It was a long time ago. But I do want to say one thing. I'm not cross with him. This knight is a true hero. He really, really wanted to protect his city. Only he got all mixed up about who was good and who was evil. Well, you sent an innocent child to be burned at the stake. Do you want to ask forgiveness? Hardly. Anyone could look innocent. How did this girl manage to survive the fire? And what about the crow that's always flying around her? I advise you to take a close look at this innocent lamb of yours. If you ask me, she looks highly suspicious indeed. Forgive him after all he did to you. He thought he was doing what was right. How do you know? Maybe you've done something thinking it was a good thing, but you were really doing a bad thing that hurt someone. What if I've done the same thing? You can't get angry at people for making mistakes when you might be no better than them. Let's go, Ember. Yes, let's go. Bye-bye, kind knight. She waves her hold on with a carefree smile. Open grimaces and turns away. Just check something. Okay, we're gonna have to end very soon. Just got to sort out this with Damien first, because we know he ran off this way. It's probably up near the Desert Temple. There he is. The golden curled Asimar greets you with a graceful bow. So you found me. I have nowhere else to run. I'm at your mercy. Kill me if you wish. Ask you to hear me out first. Did you really know about the demon attack before it happened? We did. We have a secret ally in the enemy's ranks. No one knows who this brave soul is, but she has been feeding us information about the demon's plans. These dispatches have come to us by the most reliable channel bestowed upon us by the great dreamer herself. They have come to us in dreams. Prelate Horror brushed them off as meaningless reveries. And well, I admit that it isn't always easy to distinguish our allies' messages from ordinary dreams. But even ordinary dreams are given from Desna, always worthy of attention. The prelate, and all the crusade leaders for that matter, should have put less stored in reason, and more in intuition, inspiration, and spontaneity. Look at this coward glasses on. I don't think he's a coward. The more I want to give in to inspiration and spontaneously knock his teeth out. What's more, not long before the attack on the city, a blind elf who called himself the storyteller arrived in Kenabres. This wanderer wasn't merely a collector of legends, but a scholar of the unknown. According to him, the ward's done in our city. We've met this guy. first and foremost in this chain of war zones, weakened since long ago, was teetering on the brink of corruption. It seems the Red Morning Massacre and other demon attacks, even the ones we fended off, did not leave us unscathed. Unfortunately, the prelate did not wish to listen to the storyteller either. We were lucky we weren't, he wasn't burned at the stake as a heretic. Closer than you think, but not by whole. We had such vital information on our hands, information that could have saved the city. No one cared to listen, all the way to the catastrophic end. Not all dreams have benign origins. What if those dreams were sent by demons? In a different time and place, someone could perhaps have become the victim of false dreams sent by monsters. Here, in a war with the abyss, Odyssey is keeping a close eye on our most faithful followers. I have no doubt that if a demon tried to intrude upon the dreams of any one of us, Desna's punishment would have been swift. Tell me about the strange rituals that were going to be performed on the wardstone. Remian looked slightly abashed. When my attempt to open Holrun's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take matters into their own hands. They did not consult with me before doing so, but I have never demanded iron discipline from my priests. Army commanders may have subordinates, but I have pupils and fellow worshippers. I can only inspire them, I cannot command them, and it seems they were inspired all on their own. They had no ill intent, they only wished to access the wardstone in secret and try to cleanse it. But to Holrun this became perform a suspect ritual, after hearing even more suspect voices in their dreams. The children wanted to save the city, but the Inquisitors detained them and almost killed them. I had to intervene. I used my authority and my power as a cleric to give them a chance to flee. They hadn't got away, they were destined for a cell in the prelate's dungeon, and quite likely death. Why are you and Holrun feuding? Oh, I'm not feuding with him. I sincerely wish only the best for the man. In an ideal world, he'd be far away from the front lines, enjoying a peaceful retirement. But even if that isn't possible, I have always tried to help him fulfill his mission he has undertaken upon himself, and to which he has proved fatally ill-suited, protecting Kenabres against demons. Unfortunately, he's convinced that the followers of Desna are heretics and saboteurs. He refused to listen to me, and it was only the knightly orders that deterred him from including us in the witch hunt. Now there is clearly no one left to stand in his way. He is finally free to get rid of us once and for all. But any chance to resolve it? I don't know. Holrun's face is truly formidable. Not only his face in Armade, but his own inevitability. In other words, he's as hard-headed as a rock troll. Even so, Desna teaches never to lose. Talk to him, try to explain that we are fighting on the same side. If he attacks you, disarm him, bind his hands, but I beg you, if it's at all possible, don't kill him. Why haven't you gone someplace safer? Because people might need help. They will come to the temple in search of the priest. I will not hide away in a hole, save my own neck. Kenabres is full of people suffering in the wake of demons' attacks. I have to go. Wait, 3 of my adepts are hiding somewhere in the ruins of the city. The ones the Inquisitors wrongly accused of treason. I beg you, find them and protect them against the demons and vigilantes like Holrun. It will not rest until they find them. If there is anything else you can do to save Kenabres, please do it. Yes. Stranger, wait, you spared Remian despite what the mad Inquisitor told you. The young voice comes from nowhere. Oh, hang on, I forgot to remove the spell. I hope Holrun's dogs aren't lurking nearby. A pale youth materializes before you. His face looks haggard from lack of sleep. He is clearly pleased to be speaking to someone. So you're one of the Desna adepts that tried to break into Wardstone? Yes, I'm Elkis, cleric of Desna. I'm one of the people who answers the call of the voice in dreams. Someone known Pearson made contact with us through our dreams, telling us about the demons' plans. We learned that the demons were planning to attack Kenabres and do something terrible to our Wardstone, which already carries a taint of corruption. Prelate Holrun refused to heed our warnings. We had to make a choice. Between us, we know a lot. We're capable of a great deal. If we'd had enough time, I'm sure we could have figured out what's wrong with the Wardstone and how to heal it. They didn't give us time. Yes, the local commanders got roped into dealing with this. Some idiot kids tried to break into the Wardstone, apparently some of ours. But who even knows, Sealer's size? I know there's no evil in you, I can sense things like that. But what you did was so stupid and impulsive. You got hurt, I know from experience. How did you come up with such a plan? How could we not come up with that plan? sense the young man's temporizing. Listen, Desmond is a goddess of luck, but look as many lay people would understand it. Look as we, the followers of music and spheres, see it, are far from the same thing. Other people believe that luck is something good that falls into your lap just because, like a generous but unearned reward. We see luck as a fundamental law of creation, according to which even the darkest hour of the most hopeless situation, a chance of rescue and change for the better can arise. But you've got to seize this chance when it presents itself, or better yet, create your own. Followers of Desna are not people who like idleness and action. That's why when Kenabres was in trouble, we did as our goddess had taught us. We took the matter into our own hands and tried to, in a moment of desperation, to pluck our chance from the hands of fate itself. You're trying to help. Can they punish you if you're trying to help? How could a zealot like Hulrun become the respected defender of Kenabres? His face is strong, incredibly strong. The people of the city have seen him fighting on the front lines time after time. I myself remember feeling dumbstruck the first time I saw that gruff old man slaying demons in a fit of righteous fury. The people living on the edge of the abyss need protecting more than anything else. That's why they're prepared to forgive the protector almost anything, even prejudice, paranoia, and the death of innocents. Also, Hulrun hasn't been as brutal as he used to be for a long time. He has his loyal right-hand man, Leotta, known as Hogblade. He's a witch hunter too, but a good deal more rational and even-tempered. Hulrun trusts him completely. Leotta always conducts a thorough investigation before dragging a victim to the fire. It's our bad luck that Leotta left Kenabres in pursuit of some particular vicious act 2 weeks before the attack. If he were here, we wouldn't let Hulrun attack Ramian. On the other hand, if he were here, we wouldn't have escaped after trying to get towards Dawn. We'd all be in a cell right now. Right, then I have to go. Oh, do you need help? Desna teaches trust. Listen, my friends are called Aranka and Thrall. Thrall the Wallflower. Aranka is an amazing singer, a truly beautiful girl. She has plenty of friends and fans. Probably blended in the crowd somewhere. Wallflower is a mage, but I don't think he'll risk using magic. We'll only bring Inquisitors down on him. He'll be harder to find. You better find Aranka first. You might know where Wallflower is. Please, find them and protect them against the demons and Inquisitors. I will await news of the Goddess's temple. I hope our mysterious helper will send us the new message. I gotta go. See, he's probably at the party with Devon, isn't he? He's blending into a crowd. Right, let's head back down here. Dr. Ramian is not your enemy, and he wants what's good for Kenabres. The Inquisitor gives you a blank look. I would consider these words an admission of treason from anyone else, but I don't wish to draw my weapon against he who has been given heaven's gift. And I won't, as long as you don't do anything worse than conniving with that rabble-rouser Ramian. I won't ask you again to kill the rabble-rouser, but as soon as we liberate the city from demons, my faithful will go hunt him down. Then oh, Prelate, your forces are needed elsewhere. At the best, Tirabade, warden of the city, is gathering troops in the Defender Tavern to strike against the demons. Who now? Tirabade, that upstart warden of the city? Suppose I've already been written off for dead. This isn't sedition, this is outright insurrection. I'm loath to abandon my watch, but I can't turn a blind eye to such blatant usurpation of power. We have no hope of defeating the enemy if there's a disorder within our own ranks. I'm going over there right now. Right, so we got them on board now. Go tell him the bad news. Or really is an idiot. I'm not going to kill me fish. Okay. I managed to calm Hulrun down a little, but he's still hell-bent on driving you out of the city once the demon attack has been repelled. Ramian lowers his head. suppose I should be pleased, but the idiocy, the injustice of it all, it makes my blood boil. I'll leave Kenabres, but not before we fight off the demons. No matter what happens, I thank you. You're the best to the bed of the Eagle Watch is gathering survivors at Defender's Heart. It'd be very useful there. I fear my presence there would be ill-advised. Even though you managed to reason with our mutual friend, the sight of me might reignite his Inquisitor's zeal. I'll make myself useful elsewhere. Alas, this city has a great many souls in need of Phoenix aid. Alright, I have to go. $2,800 and some. Alright, well, that's where we're going to end it for today. Join me next time when we'll go and have a look at this party that Dad and Aaron Day's having. Bye now.